So, grieving can be difficult for many of us autistics because many of us don't experience emotions the same way as neurotypicals. A lot of times we're forced to mirror what others around us are, or how they're expressing their grief, how they're expressing their emotions. I can't tell you how many times I've been at a visitation, a memorial service, a funeral, at a dying family member's side, or heard of somebody passing or whatever, and have been asked, "How are you doing? Are you okay?" And I feel the loss, but I'm kind of, the word indifferent seems kind of harsh, but in reality, that's kind of how I experience grief in the moment. How I experience a loved one passing or on the verge of passing. It's not because I don't care. It's because my brain is trying to process them no longer being around. And many of us autistics have this, if we aren't looking right at something, if we're not around somebody, we tend not to think about them. And so we experience grief in the same way. And by the time we realize they are no longer around and they're no longer going to be around for the rest of our life, and how we're never going to see them physically again, our brains have already processed the emotions of that and the loss. And so it's just a realization. And then we go about what we're doing. Now, this isn't for every autistic, but many of us do deal with grief this way. And it's confusing. You don't know how to act. You don't feel the emotions the same way everyone else around you is feeling them. But you don't want to feel, or you don't want to seem like you're indifferent. You don't want to feel like you don't care, or you don't want to be seen as not caring. And so you mirror what everyone else is doing, even if you aren't experiencing that emotion the same way as others. And it can be confusing for you. It can be alarming for those who notice and those who don't understand. And those who do notice and don't understand autism can make you feel bad for not experiencing the emotions the same way that they do.